Hello everyone, Andrew here, and welcome back to Banjo Kazooie, the finale, the final part where we are going to kick Gruntilda's butt. And she's still giving us quotes, although that will soon be over because last time we finished up pretty much everything that there is to do around here, so without further ado, let us move on to the final battle. Good to know, Dunkpot. Good to know. So here we go, the final battle of the game. Yes, so this is actually one of my favorite final boss battles ever because it really makes you use all of the things that you've learned throughout the game in a multi-stage fight. It's not just like 3 hits, nope, it's over, you know. So, of course, the first stage is just kind of a little bit of dodging where she'll kind of come at you on her broom and you need to hit her when she kind of craps out there. You used to do that a couple of times. Like I say, I'm multi-stage, so this is not the whole fight where it's just let's kind of run around and dodge overall. Nothing too difficult here. As you can see, there are items around the edge in case you need them. Like I have said a few times, you will need to use every single thing that you have learned pretty much, which is awesome. I really like that they did that. I can't stand final boss fights that, you know, it just feels like you do a few things that you've been doing for the whole game and, you know, it's kind of over, but I really like really inclusive ones, multiple stages, like 10 plus hits. Why not, right? So there we go. I think that's already hit number 3. So sort of kind of magic spell at you there, although nothing that's too difficult to dodge. And she's still going with this thing. Not too difficult to really do anything here. We'll see. So she does it a few more times each time. I believe this should be the last time for this stage. Let's see. There we go. And she drops a health every once in a while. I don't know if you have to pick that up. So let's see. Maybe we can just hang on to that. Actually, I think the only way to dodge this is to use gold feathers. So be careful there. Although otherwise, right here, I believe she does. She throws some spells at you from kind of over the edge. And also, I should note that you can fall off the top of the tower here. And doing that would be instant death. Let's see. I believe you're supposed to do this. You need to be a little bit careful there. But luckily, we have double health. So it's not really too much to worry about. Luckily. Yeah, basically that's the solution to this little puzzle here. You kind of have to dodge her fireballs just for a little bit, and then she'll kind of stop for a second. You just need to jump up here and shoot some eggs. Overall, I'm not too worried about taking a little bit of damage, because I mean we have so much health. Although, man, sometimes it can be a little bit difficult to get the, you know, the attack right on. So let's see. Don't accidentally jump too far and fall off the edge like I've done quite a few times as a kid. It was kind of really far down. So let's see here. A little bit more dodging. So as you can see, so first thing, the first stage was kind of just, you know, basic running around with the Talon Trot using basic attacks. Second stage is eggs, which is kind of one of the first main attacks that we use. I don't really know what the heck was going on with that fireball right there. Let's see, is that it? Okay. Whoa, hey, that's not fair. The fireball was already gone by the time I jumped up. There we go. I think that's the 3rd time with the eggs already, so one more. So yeah, obviously there's red feathers and gold feathers. We actually did already use the gold feathers, kind of block that spell, which I'm pretty sure there was no other way to block. Let's see here. I mean, even though we have so much health, I will try to do this as, you know, painless as possible. I guess you can kind of stand on the edge there and just, luckily, kind of, you know, not be hit by the attack. Although you do need to be really quick, I guess. Darn, you're supposed to, you know, kind of shoot one egg and then go back down, although, who does it that way, and ow. Instant death, everybody! I wasn't even facing that way, that was kind of the cheapest thing ever. Are you ready this time, birdie thing? How will we get more things back? So basically, that is a demonstration of how not to do the final boss battle, and that is exactly what that was meant to be. There was absolutely no way that I, like, you know, would ever purposely die on the final fight of this game. Anyway. Try number 2. Alright, so I think that's the second hit with the eggs. This is as good a time as any to, you know, kind of jump back in here after that terrible display there. Although it just kind of does go to show that when you die, it's all the way back to the beginning of the fight. But anyway, this should be the last time with the eggs. Let's not screw it up this time. Overall, I mean, you are really, you know, in a bad spot. You're kind of standing on the edge of the castle like that. I mean, you can kind of attack from any of these angles here. You really do not kind of need to be careful though. I mean, when you hit her with the egg, she kind of moves, so you need to be careful about that. But overall, this seems to be a much better strategy. It's just not get hit by these things. And also, I mean, sometimes when you shoot eggs, if you press a different direction accidentally, they kind of move, which kind of sucks a bit. So here we go, so luckily Bottles comes to the rescue, and the next thing up is to fly. Of course, there couldn't be a final battle without flying, and man, I am 4 health down. It's a good thing that I do have double health. Definitely a super great thing to have in this fight, although of course it does not help you from the instant death pits. Now you need to do some dodging of fireballs in the air. Let's see here. Ooh. Also, I believe you will eventually hit an invisible wall, so you do not want to go too far. Also, if you touch kind of the fog down there, I believe that is the lowest you can go without dying. So just be careful here. Ouch. Of course, her rhyming still never ends, even in, you know, the final battle. And she moves out of the way right before I hit her there. Alright. So you gotta do this? Ugh. Barely. Need to be a little bit quicker than that. Each stage seems to take about 4 hits. And we're definitely not anywhere near the end yet, because this is stage 3. Whoa, 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 whoa. Very close there. I need to dodge the fireballs, so let's see. This definitely is one of my favorite final boss themes of all time, though. I mean, it just sounds epic. I love when the theme, you know, just kind of makes it sound like it's the end of the game. It's not just like the same boss music from the whole entire game at the end. Unless it's a really good boss theme, and I'm usually okay with that. But anyway, my aim today is not super good. I wish it was like Banjo Kazooie, where you can actually move while you're doing that attack. Yeah, this should be good for a 3rd hit? No! This is just like the bad luck day of bad luck. Alright, let's see here. This should be good. No, I was expecting her to kind of move right into that. Ugh, Gruntilda. I'm gonna be so happy once you're dead. Ugh, number 3. One more. Ugh. So close. And this is also a good point, like, of course, the magic spells that give you double feathers and double blue eggs are very useful in the final boss fight. They're probably more useful here than they are at, like, any other point in the game. Also, I'm really sucking, I know. I don't know when the last time I actually did this fight was, and wow, she did not even hit me there. I had to go and get hit myself. I'm like, you know, Gruntilda, you are not doing enough damage to me. I clearly need to go and run into that little part that sticks up all on my own. Because just, man, I wish I had less health. Alright, let's see. There should have been an attack where you can, like, combine gold feathers with flying. That would actually have been really cool. Idea for a real Banjo 3, you know. I think I went over last part what my thoughts on a real Banjo 3E would be. We might as well get some feathers back because of this, you know, despicable display of a final boss fight. It also should be noticed that once you win this fight, you can never refight the final boss again, which is a shame. You know, I could have practiced a little bit before this, but man, I don't know how many years it's been since I actually did this final boss fight. And overall, I mean, throughout the entire game, I've been having trouble aiming this attack, so it's nothing really new. Although, let's see if I can do it without using all of my red health. That would be pretty cool if I could actually do that. Yes! Take that! You stupid freaking Gruntilda. Get down, man, get down! So now she has a massive shield, so if you try to hit her with that, it will not work. So I think that we need to kind of demonstrate that. So where is the flying disc? Oh, really? I was already, like, dead? I did not remember that. Actually, yeah, there's no way for you to actually get up there. The flying disc disappears, but this is where the Jinjos come in. So, you know, you've been helping them out throughout the entire game. So now they're kind of here to help us, thank goodness. Although you still need to be dodging her attacks. Although overall, nothing too difficult. There, so after shooting 3 eggs into the statue, the Jinjo will come out and it will attack her. So, you know, just like every other stage of the game that takes 4 hits, there are 4 statues that we will need to kind of put eggs into in order for the Jinjos to become freed. And man, I am sucking at this final boss fight like, like you'd never even know I'd freaking done this fight before the way I'm doing so bad. You need to be pretty accurate with the eggs, although it's not too bad. Let's see, where is the final one that I have not done? Ugh. There we go. Jinjo number 4. So her broomstick is destroyed. So we are approaching the final stages of this fight. I mean, most of the fight kind of took place while I was trying to hit her while she was in the air. I am terrible at aiming that attack, and I apologize for that. Anyway, you're going to see a few more of that attack. As you know, she's kind of on the edge here. But here we go. The blue mighty Jinjonator activates. It's funny how all these things just kind of like coming out of the roof. Like, did you not know these things were there? Let's see, so I'm gonna dodge that with gold feathers. So I believe that, yeah, so there's a hole. I believe each of the sides, well, at least there's one there, there's one there, there's one in the front. Need to dodge that, so we need to put eggs into all of these. There you go, so and once it is full, it will close up just like that. So we got that one there. And one more on the front here. And is that it? Or is there one more? I guess there's probably one more on kind of the side here, but my TV, the brightness is so dark that I could not see it. I wonder if it appeared any better on the computer. But anyway, there you go. All 4 sides of that build, combining with all other 4 Jinjos. And there you go! Final battle defeated. Unfortunately, it did not go as well as I was hoping it would, but hey, it went pretty well anyway. Fortunately, I died that one stupid time, but there you go, Grunty falling. She's done. And unfortunately, that's almost it for the fun, although there's a couple more parts to go. I'll get to that. Grunty crushed under a rock from her own castle. So there you go, Grunty crushed underneath the rock, and that is how it ends, just like that. And then everybody goes to the beach to celebrate. I mean, why not, right? So there we go. Of course, Banjo kind of doing his exact same thing he was doing at the last party. I have no idea why there's a woman like that in the background. I wonder if the people who kind of rated this game even played to the end. That would be like an instant, like, M for mature right there. Although, honestly, I think that ratings are kind of useless, so I'm not even going to get into that anymore. But, yeah, I don't really know why they felt the need to do that. It's like, Banjo Kazooie, there's no humans in this game. I guess Gruntilda, she's a witch, but aren't witches kind of human? I don't know. Anyway, this is great. We finally finished the game. Now we finally defeated Gruntilda. So, you know, if we hadn't have gone back up in there back up there and defeated her, who knows? There might have been more Banjo Kazooie games, but now that she's dead, there will clearly never be a sequel. So watch the cast and stuff. Hey, we did this earlier. I guess there's just, you know, a couple of people to find to kind of go over. There's Dingpot there. And there's Klungo. Not really any credits to go along with it this time. Just kind of the final few characters, and I guess it goes through all the normal enemies too, not just the, you know, the main people. So there's Topper the Carrot, and Ball the Onion apparently, and Collywobble, I guess. Overall, man, I guess I have to do exactly like, man. See, it's really scraping the bottom this time for, you know, people to kind of go over. This is the case you've always wanted to know exactly what all of these enemies were called. But overall, it's kind of embarrassing that the final battle went so terribly. I'm ashamed that I died. And I mean, it's kind of sad that, you know, the flying part took me so long, so I apologize for that. Overall, throughout the entire game, this aiming while flying has been throwing me off. I think it's because I'm more used to Banjo Kazooie, where you can actually aim after you press the B button. But in this game, after you press the B button, you're completely committed, and there's pretty much no way to control exactly where you go. So unfortunately, I'm not such a big fan of that, and it can become quite difficult, especially, you know, after the first few hits. She starts moving faster, but overall, that is one of my favorite final boss fights ever. It's everything about the music, the fact that it definitely takes quite a few hits to finish off, the fact that, you know, it's epic. I mean, it's the top of the tower. How does it get any better than that? And she falls off to her doom. And that's pretty much how it ends. So overall, I really hope that everyone has enjoyed seeing this game, especially if you've never actually played it before. I hope that my kind of playthrough was sufficient and, you know, made you feel like you're right there in front of the action the entire time. And yeah, I really hope that it was enjoyable. Like I said, next Let's Play will be in a little bit, although before that, there are definitely some bonus videos to be done. Probably like at least 3 of them, I think. I can think of off the top of my head that I want to do. So look forward to those. In a couple of weeks, those will be out. And then, yeah, the next Let's Play will start after that. I'm still kind of debating what I want to do for the next Let's Play. I have a couple of games in mind. One of them which will definitely not take too long. And then I think I'll move on to the next game that I have in mind. So overall, I'll have to work that out on my own. But anyway, here we go. We're in Bubble Gloop Swamp. Whole bunch of these enemies. I guess technically not all of these things are enemies. Like there was that crocodile guy earlier. There's Buzz Bomb. Rare has always kind of done that. I don't know, you know, gone over what all of the enemies' names are at the end, just like Donkey Kong Country. At the end, it always kind of does a cast of like all the enemies and characters and all of that. So Rare just likes doing that for some reason. I wonder if they did this at the end of Banjo Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. Oh man, but really, I hope that everyone has enjoyed this. Like I said, again, final boss battle was not too bad. Hopefully, you know, one death did not get in the way of things too much. And yes, we all know about you. You were not too much of an issue. Although, man, Freeze Easy Peak, oh, I hate you. Freaking Sir Stupid Face. You were the reason for my very first death. And Chinker, not sure what kind of name that is for an ice cube, but I guess we'll go with it. And Jinxie, and I had to clear out his nose. There we go, all the enemies from Goey's Valley, the Ancient Ones. I always kind of interpreted it as the same guy popping up in multiple places. I guess the S at the end of that would kind of imply that there's different ones popping up. And there's a Jiggy I didn't get. No, actually, of course, we have all the Jiggies. And like I said, there is a bit of an Easter egg coming up because we collected them all, which is pretty cool. And there is Slappa. So those ones are called Slappa. The one that had the Jiggy was called GRABBA. I thought they were all just called GRABBA. But anyway, we have Mum Mum. And Histup, that was one of the pictures from Grunty's Furnace Fun. I'm still not 100% sure what that other really weird picture is that Teal and I didn't really know. Not 100% sure where that was, although I think it was somewhere in Goey's Valley. We have Tumblar. That Jiggy wasn't too much of an issue. These guys are annoying. Portrait Chompa. Just like the other ones, except they do 2 damage instead of 1. A Tee-hee. Hee-hee-hee. And Limbo. I'm not really sure what about a skeleton really says Limbo, but I guess we'll go with it. A Ripper. Wonder where that name comes from. Hey, it's a Swooper from Mario. No, actually, it's a Nibbly, apparently. And Boombox. Get it? And the boss boombox. A creative name there, putting the boss in front of it. You guys were jerks, always thinking that you were the real ones, man. Rusty Bucket Bay. That's one of my main regrets. I mean, I was kind of sick when I did this level. I mean, it turned out well, but it could have been better. Overall, there's a couple of things in this Let's Play that could have been better, but hopefully everyone enjoyed it anyway. Not like, oh, I am always perfect and never die, and I am the ultimate guy, and I beat the final boss without any damage. No, overall, I guess I would have died without the red health, which is kind of a shame, but overall, I mean, I did screw around a little bit too much during the final boss. I could have, I guess, been a little bit more serious about it, but oh well. Plus, it seems like whenever you do a Let's Play, it will always bring out your worst playing ability. Never, like, you know, when you're just playing it on your own, your full concentration is kind of at the game. But that's not a good excuse anyway. Overall, I think it went just fine. And Cheato, thank you very much for all of your cheats, although we still have much cheating to do in the bonus episodes, which I'm looking forward to. But anyway, back to the beach. We have everyone once again. And what is up with this tree? Hey, it's Mumbo in the tree. Secret pictures, you say? Wondered what you were doing up there. Secrets from the next game. So pretty much Rare's like, we know this game's going to sell 5 billion copies, so we're just going to anticipate a sequel. Too bad that didn't really work so well when they anticipated a threequel at the end of the second one, but anyway. So here we go. Because we got all 100 jigsaw pieces, we get to take a look at these pictures. Okay. So show us your... Okay. Wow. So many people would take offense to that these days. So, pretty much, people should be able to think of a couple of things that we definitely have not found. I mean, there's probably at least, actually, only really one thing, I guess, that's really obvious that we did not get. And those will be shown in these pictures. To be honest, I kind of like Banjo Kazooie more than Banjo Tooie, just because of a couple of things that, like, couple of ways that the things work. I almost think that the levels are too big in Banjo Tooie, but that's for another Let's Play. Although overall, look at that! Here we have Treasure Trove Cove, and there was that little island out there with the sign on top of it, and it has risen from the deep. We are going to get to see what is inside of it. So yes, there will definitely be a bonus video based around kind of these things here. So basically, the only way to get this island to rise up from the ground, so I mean you might just think now like, oh, since we're seeing this, that means that we can go there and do this. Actually, the original plan was for you to play the second game, get a cheat code, and use that to rise this island up from the water. And then you would, climb it and find whatever is at the top. But something went wrong, and their plans kind of changed, and the code to rise this up was never put into the second game. So, like I said, one of the bonus videos will definitely be based around kind of entering those cheat codes that people have figured out, and coming and getting these items, which, unfortunately, were never really put to full use. But like I said, that will be in a bonus video. So there we have a pink egg. Pinkish purplish egg. Now here is the next secret that people should definitely have seen if you watched the entire Let's Play, and people have probably been thinking about like, what the heck is up with that? And that is the ice key inside of this cave. So yes, the giant ice key. What is that for? We'll go over that as well in the bonus video. And here is a really random door that I pointed out in when we were playing Gobi's Valley, that there was no way to open, but it is now open in this picture. Although, like I said, even if we go there, it actually still won't be open. We need to enter a secret code for that. But if we head up here, And you hit the switch, it opens up this kind of coffin with a blue egg inside. It's another stupid egg. And there you go. So for getting all 100 Jiggies, we get to see those 3 pictures. So there you go. So pretty much you were supposed to wait until Banjo Tooie to figure out all about those. And once you got Banjo Tooie, unfortunately, it said absolutely nothing about it. So that is why a bonus video will definitely need to be made about those. Since even if I did play Banjo Tooie, we would hear nothing about how to get those secrets. So stay tuned for that. But anyway, there you go. That is pretty much everything that there is to do except for those kind of Easter eggs there in Banjo Kazooie. Oh, Klungo. So there you go. So there you go. And the game ends with Klungo trying to get Gruntilda out, and there you go. I really hope that everyone enjoyed that. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next time for something different. So thanks, and see you then.